Hello, and today I will be teaching you how to DIY your own offset setups for zero cycle. What I mean by DIY is we are going to use a tool I created so that we can find the best coordinates for our offset zero cycles. So first we want to set up these 4 command blocks in the zero cycle practice map. You want to create a backup practice map for this. And I'm going to put the contents of these command blocks in the description. Next, what you want to do is you want to just follow my example right now. So T94, counterclockwise rotation, diagonal in front, and we want to have a fishing rod in our loadout when we start to 0. So next, you want to go up here and start to 0. Once we start at 0, we just want to fly all the way up here, have our fishing rod in hand and ready, and we are going to be waiting until it is the 95 rotation, since we're trying to find an offset for the 95 rotation. So the 95 rotation is going to be right about now, so then we throw our fishing rod, and then we are going to wait about 2 rotations, just like this, and now we know exactly where the dragon's head will be after 2 rotations, during the 2 rotations. So as you can see, it intersects perfectly on these blocks right here. So these blocks are pretty much the most optimal blocks to do our zero cycle setup on, where we want our bed explosions to be here, and these blocks specifically will not break crystal. So now we want to reverse engineer, and well, first of all, remove every other block that will not be needed. And you can see here that there are 3 possible candidates of blocks, and I think the closest one that matches is probably this left one here, or maybe the center one. You know what, let's do the center one. So next we want to reverse engineer how our setup would be if we wanted to have a bed placed like this or like this. So let's say we wanted to have a bed placed like this. To reverse engineer it, you want to go at the back, put a block here, and then go under it like this, right? And now you want to go 2 diagonal. And now if we stand here, you can see that these are standing chords. And now we know our standing chords for our new zero cycle setup. And in this case, it's 27 neg 30. And as you can see, the 27 neg 30 will intersect perfectly with the dragon's head during its first and second rotation. Next, what we want to do is remember these chords. So we have 27 negative 30. And we are just going to go on our main practice map now, and we are going to try the coordinates. So next you want to go here and do the exact same setup on 27 neg 30. So you go all the way up here, do the same thing. That it was a whiff. Let's try again. So 27 neg 30. We can kind of just pause and see where we're at. So here we need to go 2 neg z. Right here. So this is our coordinate standing blocks. Now we just do our setup. And we want to do multi-block because we're cool like that. And now we can just do our setup where we just do the thingy. So you can see these chords just work well. It kind of did a weird flip on the first rotation, so this is not a good example, but you get the idea. You can basically get your coordinates like that. So I will do this again and prove to you that it does in fact work for a clean 3+2. If I can throw a proper pearl. Hopefully the music doesn't run out before I do this. And of course there's you saw there was 2 other coordinates that were looking decent. So of course we can always try that afterwards. But as you can see, the next rotation it was aligned. I just did my beds a bit too early. So that is it for today's video. Like and subscribe.